Well, hello there, everyone. This is Mike from Music City, and we're here today to start a new feature that we're going to call Great Forgotten Records. Just some records that I really enjoyed that you may have never heard from. These are probably going to be, older records, 30, 40 years or so ago, but just things that I really loved and I really want to share with you and maybe get you to listen to. And when I thought about doing this, there was just no doubt in my mind what the first record I was going to pick one was, and it's this 1976 album from a band called Dirty Angels. It's called Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye, and it's in my favorite genre. We can call it power pop. The Dirty Angels came from Connecticut. They background really wasn't so much power pop. The lead singer was a guy named Charlie Karp, who more had a blues background, and later on, after the Dirty Angels were no more, he kind of got into playing more blues. And the bass player was a guy named David Hull, whose leanings were more a little bit towards harder rock. He actually played with Joe Perry from Aerosmith for a while. These guys were friends with Aerosmith and often toured together. But just a great band. I got to see them a couple of times back in the East Coast. Some in Jersey at a place called the Place in Dover. Actually got to meet the guys backstage and, share some things together. But also saw them at Hurrah in New York. And gosh, if you never got a chance to go to Hurrah, what a great music venue that was. Perhaps the only music venue in the world that you ever had to take an elevator to get to. It was somewhere in the 70s off of Broadway in Manhattan, and you actually took an elevator to like the 8th or 9th floor, and when the elevator opened up, it was just this big old open area. Very nice place with a fancy bar and a great place to dance to, and got to see the Dirty Angels there as well too. They had this record, came out in 76, was produced by Richard Goddard, who has a pedigree going all the way back to the Brill Building days. You may know him. He produced the debut albums by Blondie, the Go-Go's, Robert Gordon, and, really gave it a great shot with this record, and it just didn't make it. There were two fantastic songs on this record, and one of them leads off side one and one of them leads off side two. I'm going to play little snippets of them in a second. But the funny thing, when I met the band, the times I saw them, they opened up with these two songs. They did their two best songs in a row, and then I got to admit, you kind of lost the enthusiasm to want to hear those songs. I even said something to them. Why do you start off with your two best songs? I don't know. But anyway, but the first one was a song called Tell Me. And listen to this, and if you don't think this should have been a hit, I don't know what happened here. And they're on Spotify. Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye you can find on Spotify and give it a listen. So let's give a listen to a little bit of Tell Me on my Adams Audio stereo speakers, which you really need to check out if you don't have them for your computer. Great power pop riff. Oh gosh, I just love that song. And I think the band knew that there was something special about that song, because they did put up a second album simply called Dirty Angels. 2 years later, and they redid Tell Me, and they gave it a second shot, put it on here again. It was self-produced by the band. Again, it didn't make it the second time around. The other track that I want you to check out, I won't waste your time playing it now, is called Radio. So I would go to Spotify and check those out. Now, when you go to Spotify, in the middle of this record, and they did release something back later on called a Great Lost album, Lost Dirty Angels album, which never came out. It has a version of Tim Moore's Rock and Roll Love Letter on, a great power pop song that they do a great version of. But there's another band here called the Dirty Angels that do a record called Flash A Go-Go. That is not the Dirty Angels I'm talking about. I don't know how it got in there and how it got confused. But again, check out this band. You know, you got it on Spotify. If you love to get the vinyl, which I think you should, and I also even got the promo version with a nice little promo sticker. There's plenty of them available on Discogs. If you've never shopped for records on Discogs, a great place to find vinyl records at good prices. So www.discogs.com. But that's our first installment of what we're going to call Great Forgotten Records. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you check out the Dirty Angels.